Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at a very interesting platform called IPOR, or should I say a project called IPOR, where you guys can very possibly earn yourself an airdrop. And the reason we know that is because they actually published it in their documentation. If we go here into their documentation, you can see very down here at the bottom, you're going to see IPOR token. They actually even have a total supply, 100 million, and there's the contract address, but it says here the minting function is removed. At the inception, tokens will be minted and transferred to all appointed addresses. So I don't know if it's been minted already or not. Let's have a look actually. Well, yeah, it's already been minted, but there's 41 holders and only said 9 transfers. So it hasn't actually been distributed yet, although we do see there are some movements going on here. I don't think that's actually been distributed in the form of an airdrop yet. So that is still upcoming. And that's why we still have a chance to get this. Now, how to do this is I'm going to put all the links in the description below and any updates in the description and the comments below. So always, guys, with my videos, I update you in the descriptions and in the comments. So make sure you come back and check that stuff, because I do regularly update information there, because obviously I can't record a new video every time something changes. Okay, so keep that in mind, please, for this video and for any of my future or even past videos, if you go back and look at some of that stuff. So what we need to do here, well, first of all, I'm going to show you the sorry guys, I have so many tabs here that is a little bit difficult to keep control of everything. But there is an article, there's a bunch of articles here, so I'm going to link all that stuff in the description below for you. But how to earn an airdrop, there are instructions here. I think it's here. So it says IPOR protocol launches interest rate derivatives and benchmark rate on Ethereum to bridge 450 trillion from TradFi. So essentially what this IPOR stands for is essentially like LIBOR, but for DeFi. If you guys know what LIBOR is, you probably heard of it. But just to refresh your memory and refresh your knowledge, it's the London Interbank Offered Rate. Essentially, this is what the London banks would lend money to each other at. And then you guys would have to pay a little bit on top in case you were getting something like a variable rate mortgage. So it might be LIBOR plus 1%. Okay, so if LIBOR is 2% and you have to pay an extra 1%, you would be paying 3% interest rates. That's what's quite popular in Europe. Although in Europe we use Euribor, which is like a European version of this. And in the States, they have their Fed stuff, right? But in this case, in DeFi, we don't actually have that yet. And this is the problem that these guys are trying to solve, because I don't know if you've noticed, but you can't actually take out a mortgage on DeFi yet, right? So, and these kind of products, these derivatives, this is like $450 trillion market, as opposed to DeFi. Well, I mean, the entirety of crypto, which is worth less than, at its top, it was worth about, I think, 1.8 billion. And then now it's worth about 1.8 trillion, and now it's worth about 800 billion. But let me just double check that. So this is the market cap of everything all together. And if we do kind of look at the top here, we were at 2.8 trillion, and now we are all the way down to 0.8 trillion. And this derivatives market is 450 trillion. So it's huge. Okay, imagine mortgages, imagine all those kind of loans. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, but we don't have that that interest rate. We don't have a mechanism to set that interest rate yet, and this is what these guys are solving. So it's a huge potential feature, or what you want to call it. So let's have a look at the platform. It looks kind of like most of these platforms do. Let me have a where do I? Oh my goodness, I think it's here. Yeah, this is the, as you can see, it's app.ipor.io. This is the mainnet. Now, the one drawback of this project is it's built on Ethereum mainnet. So we are back to having to worry about the gas fees. And that's just the way it is, guys. You know, when we had to do the swap for DYDX, it was at the time that we were doing it, it was still on mainnet, and the fees were about $100 if you were lucky. So, you know, it is what it is. But that airdrop was worth $10,000 at the start and went up to $20,000. So it was well worth it, but I have no idea what this is going to be worth. But there's plenty of ways to earn XP, so experience points. they have a this platform here where you can go through and do different tasks, but the ones that offer the most XPs are these ones here where you actually do trades, okay? And that's why these other stuff is just sharing, following their social media channels, Twitter, Telegram. Is it Telegram? Yeah, there is a Telegram as well. There's a bunch of posts on and follow on Medium, and you know the spiel, right? Telegram, Twitter, Discord, etc. But if you want to get the Discord role of trader, you got to do one of these things: open an interest rate swap. And this is what we're going to be doing now, because there's just a couple of things you want to know probably before you go ahead and start, so that you're well prepared and know what to do. So if you want to practice, there's the Gorley testnet, so you can certainly do a practice here. Again, links below. And if you want to do the real thing, it's right here. Okay, so you're going to need 500 USDC, USDT, or DAI as collateral, because that's the amount that you have to open the swap for. Plus, you're going to need 15 for the fee, and you're going to need another 25 for a liquidation deposit. So if we go and so you just pick whatever you want. So I have USDT, so I'm going to open USDT swap here, and swap collateral. I'm going to put in 500 here. And my balance is 546. I barely have enough to open this trade, because you can see I'm going to need 15 opening fee plus money, 25 liquidation deposit. So that's another 40 on top of that. As you can see, the max is going to be 540 down here. So because we're working with Ethereum, it's good that you do this late at night or over the weekends, okay? Because that's where the gas fees are the lowest. So I'm doing this around midnight, and currently my gas fees are around 10 Gwei, which is okay, I guess. But you might be able to squeeze a little bit lower, but that's it what it is now. So around 10 Gwei. I'm going to go with probably 11 Gwei, just give myself a little bit of a head start against some of the competition for the block space on Ethereum. But right, let's see if we can do this. Like I just switched to simple. No, oh, this is advanced. Yeah, this is the simple. So you can kind of do either or. In terms of your slippage, you probably want to reduce your slippage, you know, maybe a little bit. But let's go to simple and just ignore that, because hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. I did a testnet transaction and it cost me roughly $15, so essentially the same thing as the opening fee. So this is going to be your cost, but you're going to get refunded the $25 if you just a deposit for in case of liquidation. All right, so total cost 540. Let's go ahead and approve USDT, although I don't already have, but I have to probably approve this particular platform to use my USDT. So this is going to cost me 80 cents in gas, so I'm going to hit confirm. And I'm waiting transaction on Etherscan now. So I'm doing this in real time, no cuts, so you guys can see exactly what's involved. The testnet was a little bit slow, which I was surprised. You know, I didn't expect there to be demand for the testnet, or would actually slow things down. But anyway, we're so used to these level 2 platforms these days that are so fast and so cheap that it's kind of weird going back to Ethereum now. But you know, if we do this, this could be a very juicy. Okay, I see it here on my other screen. The transaction has gone through, and now it's been confirmed here as well. Okay, we can go and open this and see how much this cost us. Yeah, roughly 80 cents. So it didn't quite burn through all the gas that was allocated to it, and we paid around 12 Gwei, and you know that's decent. Okay, let's close this down and open a swap now. Now I'm going to have to again confirm this in MetaMask. The cost is going to be 471. So it's actually not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. But we will be paying 15 USDT as well on top of that. So let's confirm. And I have a 1 transaction pending. So we just have to wait now. Hopefully it won't be too long. So the charge that you saw is in Ether. So you're burning through your Ether now. So if you want to maintain your balance, make sure you top it up on your centralized exchange by a little bit of Ether, whatever you're going to burn through doing this, because currently the price of Ether is what, 1200 or so, and you know, I think in the long run it's going to be going back up, and it's worth. Okay, confirmed and confirmed. So now we have an open position here, as you can see. So we have 500 collateral, our notional, so the total value of the swap is 250,000, so it's huge leverage. There's 500 leverage, so you don't want to leave that open for too long. It says here pay fixed, because I was betting that the interest rates are going to go up. Now looking at the situation, we're currently, like, this is not a great graph. I don't like these graphs. Maybe zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it's actually dropped, as you can see, from 2.75 down to 2.7526. It's not changing much, but I prefer candles because this stuff is averaged out, and I don't that's not precise enough, especially when we're dealing with such precise numbers. But if we go over to 1 month, it's been pretty steady. It would be great if we get the log figure as well. Maybe zoom in, do something with this chart. Guys, if you're watching, please offer a better graph. This is very pretty, but it's not very useful. So yeah, we're making a small loss here, tiny loss, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to open and close this. That's all we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and close, and we're going to close the swap. As you see, the payout is going to be, so what is it going to cost us? It's actually cheaper, so it's using up less gas than to open it. So now we have a transaction pending. I can actually click here. Just want to see how much this is going to cost me. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. So we're paying 14.6. Well, we could pay 12 and probably have to wait a little bit longer and save a little bit, but you know, it's not that bad. And for the sake of making a video, you know, I'm not going to penny pinch here because I do like to do things in real time. You guys remember when I did the DYDX video? Everything was in real time without cuts. So okay, that's gone through now, and it's showing up here as well. So the cost was only 224. So that's the worst case scenario to get the estimation. So if it used up the full gas allocation times the GUI, that would be the cost, but it doesn't use up the full gas allocation, it only uses less, and that's what it comes up to. So, and the actual GUI that I paid was actually 1164. So nice. This must be some new feature. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, so we can close this down. And we've just performed the swap here, and swap has been closed. So we now go back here and see. Oh yeah. Now the thing is, if you want to, this is what we're trying to do. So we open interest rate swap and use these 500 as collateral. This is what we're doing. And then in order to qualify, we get 300 XPs. But the really good things, we get the trader badge on Discord. Okay, this is what I'm really after. And I've level 6. The thing I want to get all the way to whitelist, to get like, what is it to be season, to be level 6. This is what I'm trying to get to. So I'm going to try and do all these as well. But so let's see now. What we need to do is we need to give them a transaction URL. So so copy paste transaction ID in the submission URL field. Okay, so what we need to do is yeah, unfortunately I've closed everything down, but that's no problem. We're going to go MetaMask. We're going to open in Etherscan, and we're going to see the swap, close the swap, open swap. So we're going to give them transaction hash. We're going to give them this number here. This is what they want, or we can give them this whole thing. Easier for them to confirm it. So we're going to go back here, and in the submission URL, we're going to give them the transaction confirmation and hit claim reward, and you will receive claim reward once we review your claim. So this is manually reviewed, so it's going to take a little bit while. Same as there's a quiz that you can do here. They've made a mistake. It says here, I can't open it up because it's in review, but it says that you can earn 300 points, but then it actually only offers you 100 points. You see 100 XPs, but in the description it says 300 XPs. It actually took me a while to do the quiz. If you guys want to do the quiz, I'm not going to give you the answers because that would be, well, obviously cheating is the one thing, but the other thing is you're going to miss out on learning this stuff if you do go through the questions and answer them yourself. So I will give you the sources of those answers. Obviously Google is one. The other stuff is you're going to find some stuff obviously on Investopedia, but you can find that via Google. But there's also a very good video here by, okay, ignore that. Yes, this is the video by this particular gentleman, which is one of the co-founders, I think. And you're going to want to watch this for some of the clues. Obviously, the blog might have some answers, but the majority I found was in their documentation. This one. You're going to find a lot of answers here. There's a search function as well. Okay, guys. So use this, use the video that I showed you, and use Google, and you should be able to answer that pretty easily. But it's only 100 XP, so is it worth your time? I don't know, but I think it's worth for the learning value. Okay, so that's it. If you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell as well, because the stuff that I post is usually really time sensitive. So if you don't get the notification straight away, you're just going to probably have no value from it at all. Because like one thing that I did yesterday was the post on trade for the hook token, And let me see if I can open it up here. You guys can watch the video through my channel. So let's go hook BTC USDT. There we go. Let's open this up and let's, is there a log? What is this, quiz? Can you just go away from on? That is log. Okay, so we just give it a bit of a shape like this. So you guys remember I made the video down here when it was just about to touch $2, and if you went in, and I said you can just put a stop loss here at 198, and if you guys followed that advice, you had a very low risk and then potentially pretty high reward there. It went almost to 3, so nearly a 50% on spot return. Not too bad. We're talking a couple of hours here. So let's do a quick measuring tool. Here to here with 50% in 14 hours. Not too bad. And actually you could get very close to that even faster. So from here to here, you were able to get 39% in just 5 hours. All right, and you'd still be in handsome profit even today. Okay guys, that's it for me for now, and thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.